Everyone, welcome back to 5-Day Crypto. Happy Friday. Today we're going to kick it off with Chainlink. Super shocker. We're going to start off on the 4-hour even. Then we'll work our way up in the time frame. So if you like the video today, give us a thumbs up. Follow us on Twitter, Telegram, and Patreon if you want to learn a little bit more. So Link against the US dollar on the 4-hour. Since back in September, over a month now, we've been in this nice kind of pattern. We've broken out of it. Bullish sign. We came back, tested perfect support. After breaking resistance, you want to do that. You want to come back, test support, and then you can continue to the upside. So if we come down, this is where we want to continue to hold. We don't want to break back in this channel. If we do, worst case, you'd want to hold this kind of uptrend, even if it takes, even if we come down in the future, right? You can extend this out, right? Keep that out. So even if in November, this should still be in play, right? You don't want to break down outside of this line. Otherwise, you're making a bigger trend reversal here. So this is your bottom line that you want to continue to hold as we work our way up. But we must take out this top 35.36. We need to get above that level. That is important. And you're going to see why on some other charts. But the 4-hour is looking bullish. We've broken out of this wedge that we've been in for almost a month. Came back, held support. All is looking good there for Link. On the daily, a bigger picture, right? That was the 4-hour. We're on the daily now. The 21-day exponential moving average. This is going to be key for Link. Link to get bullish likes to hold this line when he wants to get bigger moves. So far, so good with this big, 11% red candle here. We held nice support, went briefly below it, and closed above it. And you can notice that Link has had some trouble for the past, several weeks. We're now approaching early September, even August, where Link has been just, trying to gain its footing. And now it looks like maybe we've stood our ground a little bit and we're holding this 21-day EMA. And going back in history, you can see this is where Link does well when it's holding that 21-day EMA. And not so well when it's under it, right? But look at the bigger moves happen after it's holding support on here, right? This is what we want to see. Go back to last year even. There's 2021, earlier in the year, holding the 21-day EMA, bouncing up. That's what you want to see. Even going back to when Link went on its parabolic run to $20, right? A nice test of that 21-day EMA. Nice test and hold of the 21-day EMA. That is important for Link on the daily chart. Let's go look at another one. The Bollinger Bands. What do we got here? Well, we're getting a little bit more bullish, aren't we? This is what you want to see. Notice how tight the Bollinger Bands get. And any coin you have, not just Link. The Bollinger Bands are cinching up here, getting real close together. Notice, look at this move, how tight this is. We weren't this narrow for a while, right? Let's go back and look. The last time we were pretty narrow right here. And what you want to see when they're narrow bands, you want your price action to start moving up as the bands are opening. That's exactly what you want to see. So the opposite of that is a perfect example right here, right? The bands are narrow, but your price action is down as the band starts to open. That is a signal that you're going lower. And then the opposite, right, is true when you have this. Let me put this on auto here so we zoom in. There we go. Now, look how narrow they are, right? You got your green candle. We're down. You don't know what's going to happen here. You want to wait for the mouth to start opening. Your price action is your indicator. Wherever that's at, that's where you're likely going. And when you move up and you come back down, you want to hold above that purple line. That's your median line, kind of like the bullish up here and the bearish down here. So that'll act as nice support and resistance on either way. So far we wicked down just above it. And now we're holding support. This is your 21-day EMA as well. Those are nice levels to be watching. You want you can hug this top line, and that's good. What we don't want to see is this closing. Flat is okay. I would prefer, going away from it. You want it to continue down, and all we need to do is just continue printing green candles, and this should open back up even more. So until that closes, like you see an uptrend here, that would signify that, the upwards movement is at least temporarily probably on halt. But as long as you're remaining above these two lines, that's what you want to see for Link. Let's look at the 5-day Gaussian channel. That's what we like to do. We held it, nicely the past in early October. Nice support, and now we're trying to continually knock on this top of this channel. We tried in, early September. We got it just above it, but we didn't close above it. So now we're looking better. Let's see where this closes. This is a 5-day candle, so we have 3.5 days until this closes. But right now, this will be the highest 5-day candle close if we can close right here. Since back in May, we're in our drop, right? We haven't had a green candle close this high since March. I mean, look at that. So this is significant for Link. Maybe Link is ready to start moving again. What we want to do, like we've said many times, we have to get to the top of this channel, and not only get to the top of it, but break through it and hold it as support. When you see that happening, then your Chainlink is ready to roll. It's not just that level. It's going back historically. I mean, look at this $35 level, right? We have a wick here. We have a wick here at the top. We have candle closes our previous local tops, all around that $35, $36 level. That will be significant when Link does that, and I would expect an explosive move when this occurs, right? If we're closing, and now it might take weeks, right? Just because you see Chainlink at $35, $36 doesn't mean it's getting ready to explode immediately, because look at this wick, right? Remember, we have to hold it as support. Look how long Link likes to do that. Link can go sideways or just generally trend up slowly for a while before the explosive move. I do think these moves are coming, but patience is key with Link. Link definitely tests your patience. So that's Link in a nutshell. $35 is the key. Until we do that, there's not a lot to be looking at, but there are some signs that we could potentially get up there soon. As long as Bitcoin just remains steady here, Link can certainly do this $35 in the next handful of days even. So let's see what we got. As long as alts continue to rise and Link is continuing to pull this off, closing above here is your final key. That's what we want to see. Closing above it. All right, Crypto Fear and Greed Index. We're at 70. Still in greed. However, we've kind of come back to resistance, right? That was our support. 70 was our support back in here. We've said for weeks, we're in this channel. We're knocking back on the door to get back in the greed channel here. We need to get let into this house, the greed house. We're at the doorstep. We have to go inside. Today's close will be key. We must be back above 70. If we're not above 70 and we come back down or in the 60s again, probably trouble for prices for at least the short term. If we close today at 72, 73 or higher, right? Above 70, we have to get back in that channel, right? We need to get back in the house and shut the door behind us. We don't want to visit down here. That's not good. All right, so car of the day, Porsche Carrera GT. In my opinion, the best thing that's ever come out of Porsche. The freaking supercar of supercars. Probably one of the biggest collector's cars in history with any brand. Certainly with Porsche, the design is spectacular. The wheels, I think this is the first production car with the center hub. So like the race wheels, so you just have one lug nut. There's not 5 lug nuts or whatever like most cars have. This is the racing lug. Quick on, quick off. Then I have a rear here. That is just super design. Engine in the back, as all supercars should be. The exhaust mounted up high. Lots of, factory wide body from this. Just amazing. Amazing Porsche. But you're hard pressed to find one of these for anywhere close to even under $1 million. I mean, they're like 1.5, I think, about on average. But, when you get to this level, you're not losing any money. So a lot of people think, cars are a bad investment. Well, maybe at our level, but when you get to the $1 million+ car level, they're investments. You're not going to lose money unless you crash them. And Jesus, but if you can come up with the cash to get collector's cars or very limited, production cars under 500 or something like that, or like the, even the new Aventador SVJs are like one of 500, one of 900. Those are going up in value. They've like gone up 80% in value over the past year. So once you get to a certain level, cars are cool. I would like to get to that level. Just buy a car and then it goes up in value. That would be nice. Let's see what else we got. Quote of the day. I got 2 of them actually. This is by Tyler Winklevoss. So this is about Bitcoin. we've elected to put our money and faith in mathematical framework that is free of politics and human error. He's talking about Bitcoin. So cool stuff. And then another one, this one's great too. I'm not going to read this one. You can pause it, but basically, like, this is all your friends, right? Everyone thinks that it's not in Bitcoin right now. It's just, they don't understand it, right? It doesn't compute with them because this is the first time in history this technology has existed. So we just need to help them and educate them and onboard them and not make them feel bad, because more people we have in this, the better for everyone. So hopefully that helps you. Just I thought it was kind of good for the day. Happy Friday. And yeah, that's Bitcoin in a nutshell. Educate your friends about Bitcoin. Get them in. We're still early. Looking a decade from now, these will be times that are just mind-blowing that we could have got some of these prices for, you know, not only Bitcoin, which I think will be many times what it is now, but you know, I can't wait for the next, you know, the next Ethereum kind of thing. You know, Ethereum will never be replaced in my opinion, but there'll be coins that'll do 100x. What's the next 100x coin? I can't wait to see. I don't know if we're getting the next 100x's, you know, this run, but the next cycle, and, you know, a couple years, whenever that kicks off, there'll probably be coins invented that we haven't even heard of yet that'll be just mind-blowing, that we can't even imagine yet. I can't wait. It's gonna be exciting times. Hopefully you're getting geared up. I think we're, you know, I think November is going to be pretty nice to us. Hopefully, right? You know, all signs point to a bullish November, so we'll see if we kick off in a big way in not so many days, right? We got, what, 3 days till November 1st? Let's rock and roll. Chainlink Friday to kick us off. I'll see you on the next video. Be good or be good at it.